Hey, what's up? I'm in the car on my way to pick up my daughter from college. So I thought I would make a quick video. I've been seeing a lot of people posting resolutions like, hey, I'm going to read 100 books in this upcoming year. Or I made a resolution to read 100 books in 2019. I'm short by 20. So this month I'm going to read 20 books. Or I'm going to listen to 3 hours of podcasts every day, or stuff like that, right? Those are all great resolutions, right? Don't get me wrong. Feeding your mind with positive ideas and thoughts and all those things are great. And using your time wisely, not wasting time, all of that is great. But the only problem with that is all of that leans more towards consumption. So as an entrepreneur and digital creator, and as somebody who is an entrepreneur and digital creator myself and who talks to that kind of a person, I want to challenge you. If you are a digital creator or an entrepreneur, what I would challenge you is think more along the lines of creation rather than consumption, right? So instead of saying, I'm going to read 100 books this next year, how about tweak that a little bit and say, I'm going to write 10 books this next year, right? So think how that small shift happens. Instead of consuming, where you're reading, you create, where you write. And if you're a podcaster, you're probably already creating too much. And one thing I noticed with digital creators like podcasters and YouTubers, we tend to go back to our craft, which is creation. We love to create, right? Whether it's a podcast episode or YouTube or whatever it is. So if you are already creating, then I would challenge you to take that to the next level and focus a little bit more on promotion. So if you're just consuming, I would say focus on creating more. And if you're already creating a lot, then I would say focus on promoting more. So that's how I would challenge you, because everybody has only 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And we all have our, all the tasks we do, our chores, our responsibilities, family, friends, bills to pay, job, side gig, whatever it is. So it all comes down to priorities. Listen, if you want to use the holidays to relax, sit down and with a cold beverage and read books or watch Netflix shows. In fact, one person I saw tweet saying they want to watch the top 100 movies all time according to some list, Rotten Tomatoes or something, that they're going to watch the top 100 movies ever made this upcoming year. Great. I mean, it's not great because if that person were, that's why I hate to sound patronizing, because if that person were my child or a relative or a friend, I would say, dude, what are you doing, right? Or dudette, what are you doing? Because anybody can watch 100 movies, anybody can binge a Netflix show, anybody can just focus on consuming, but not everybody can create. And not everybody who can create can promote or wants to even promote. A lot of people just create for the sake of creation. It's a hobby. All that is great. If what you're creating is only a hobby and you have no intention of making money, there's no problem with that, except you don't have to make money just to be commercial or to pay bills or whatever. It can be a hobby, but the fact if you make money from it, that means now you can invest in making that better, right? So imagine if you wanted to play golf and you bought, I have no idea about golf, so I'm going to look like a fool here. So let's say you bought golf clubs for $500. Now imagine if you could actually make a little bit of money from your activity or hobby. You're like, okay, I don't want to make money for a living from my golf. I'm playing it for fun, which is great. But imagine if you could make money. Wouldn't you go out and buy the best golf clubs that money can afford, right? And get the best coaching and the best coach or caddy or whatever it is, all the best gear. So money doesn't, you don't have to want to make money just to say, hey, look how much money I'm making. Maybe being commercial is a turn off for you, but you can always use that money to hire help. For if you are a podcaster, you can hire an editor, you can hire people to do the marketing for you, because ultimately if you are a performer, you want a bigger audience, right? Because if you didn't care, then you would just sing in your bathroom or just perform in front of the mirror. But the fact that you're putting yourself out there means you want an audience, you want people to listen to you. You want to spread the message, whatever it is that you're offering of value, whether it's spreading a message or being funny or entertaining people or whatever, education, entertainment, or whatever it is that you're trying to do, enrich people's lives. You want an audience. So if you have the money, then you can put out a better quality content, you can promote it more, you build a bigger audience, you can promote more time, invest more time in hiring help and getting it out on social media, on different platforms, blah blah blah. So that's my challenge to you in this next month or next year. If you're consuming a lot, try to create more, and if you're already creating a lot, promote it more. And I would challenge you to write a Kindle book, one Kindle book, instead of reading 10 books from other people, so that you are in control of what you're creating and you are not just consuming other people's content, and you are putting out content to spread your message, to get your voice heard, and to put out what you're thinking out into the world and make an impact. Hope that helps. Cheers and talk soon.